What's going on? This is Cobb Gaming, just giving you a little bit of an introduction to Diablo 4. Just trying to explain a little bit about how the game plays, what to expect, what to anticipate, and how this compares to the other games. So if you've played Diablo 1, 2, or 3 before, a lot of the play is similar. There's really not many differences. It's going to be a big comparison versus part 1, obviously because of the different skill sets that are available to you down at the bottom of the screen. My character is currently level 18. I'm in the middle of Tristram. Yes, this is the city of Tristram. I just want to give you a little bit of a description of what to expect. So right now I'm playing the Druid character. This is one of the newer characters for the game. Nothing really different with the other characters, the Necromancer, the Barbarian, the Sorcerer, etc. A lot of different elements are added to this game. The Druid is the new character that has the bear-like ability, the wolf-like abilities, and I'll try to show you a little bit of what that means right now. So this is your wolf slap. You get to slap things around and basically go crazy. The weird thing about this is that even though your character is a wolf, you still have the ability to arm a weapon. As you can see right now, I've got the character build up. Everything's pretty much the same as far as your equipment, your rings, your boots, your belts, your etceteras. Everything is pretty much what you'd expect from a Diablo game. The key thing I think is different from this game is it's a multiplayer game. Now, you don't have to play multiplayer to play this game, but just be aware that there's going to be other characters that are running around the same map doing different missions. Sometimes you can be in the middle of their battles and you'll kill enemies, get the armor, they'll do the same thing. You'll still get all the goodies from whatever they have. The nice feature is also your ability to junk items from your menu, so you can specify which items you want to mark as junk compared to your other items. The good thing about this game is it does also have the weapon stash, so if you have weapons that you don't really feel like playing yet, but you want to play them later, you can put them in the stash, play them later, all good. So with the challenge of this gameplay is it does play a lot more like Skyrim versus the linear Diablo 2, Diablo 3 singular play. The one thing that I had a challenge with at start, but it came to me pretty much immediately after, was whenever you're looking at your menu here, this is obviously your map, you have your side quests over here. It doesn't really play as a linear Act 1, Act 2, Act 3. It's just a long continuation, everything from start to finish. The one unique thing, let me get back to it, is the side quests. So this is a unique part of the game, as you do have side quests in this game. You can use those to kind of help level up your character and play along in the wonderful world of Diablo. Let's see what else is different. There is a shop feature. I haven't really gotten into this just yet, but obviously there's some nice armor sets that you can purchase. This looks more like something probably that happens more with the online capabilities. I haven't ventured into that too far yet, but I probably will at some point. I just haven't yet. Today, it really just been getting look, feel, getting everything down before, the actual release, and just kind of being ready for what to expect. The character profile is exactly the same. You have your strength, intelligence, willpower, dexterity. Those work all pretty much the same as they did in the previous ones. I will say with the Druid, the weird thing is that the weapon, it looks like the weapon is still in use, even though you're basically turning into a werewolf or a bear, depending on whatever you're attempting to do. I'm a bear. Obviously, that uses your rage or whatever you want to call that special ability that you have. Let's see, what else could possibly different? You have some consumables. You can actually build up your levels for your elixirs. So the level 1 elixir only provides so much healing power. You can increase that as you go in the game and also create some new unique elixirs. This is based on some resources that you'll gather throughout the game. You'll never actually see those in your inventory. They'll just randomly show up whenever you're getting ready to do crafting. You'll hit plants and different objects. It'll show up like it's actually part of your inventory, but you'll never see it. There's a couple of other things in here that are quest items that you'll hold on to. One of the things that I found was like an exorcist box. There's some other boxes that are there too. These are tied into a special quest that you have to do to defeat enemies, collect some kind of resources in order to actually be able to unlock or use these items. The aspects, I have no clue what the aspects will do just yet. Obviously, I'm still very early into the game. Still trying to figure out all the what's and whens and hows. I will take a look at the abilities, though. I will show you. This is for the druid character. A lot of it's nature-based or animal-based, so you'll have like a wind shear, earth spike, storm strike, claw, which is one of the first things that I started to use. You have a maul capability, and then you'll have these side items. So these are nice because it gives you like special abilities that you can add on to whatever attacks you have. This is something that's kind of new to the Diablo gameplay. And as you can see, you can move into some other items which will increase your lightning storm, your tornado, your pulverize, your shred, some little whatnots that'll help you throughout the gameplay. One of the things that I've really noticed about the druid is the druid doesn't have a lot of things that will help boost the life. That's one of the challenging parts of the character, is that he has a very low health, and you're just looking for things that are going to help out to really increase the chances of your character just being able to regenerate outside of what you would normally do with your potions. So that's another part that I want to talk about too, is down at the bottom left you can see that for the L1 you have 4 potions at all times. That's pretty much what you're given. When you use them, you lose them, and as you go through the game, especially in some of the smaller levels, easier levels, you will find ways to grab those potions, I guarantee. Just be patient, strategic, and you won't have to worry too much. But if you're just going gung-ho, face forward into the fates, it might be a little bit harder for you. This is the one health aspect of the druid character, is the blood howl. So he basically will howl, and when he does that, you'll basically receive healing for a certain amount of time. This comes in handy. A lot of what I do is just use it and run. So I will use that heal, I'll run around, wait for that to charge up so I don't have to use my potions, and then if I get into a real bind, then I'll start using those potions. So I would recommend getting that as soon as you can, just to make sure that you have multiple ways of building up your health. The other things that you can use, I've only used the ravens once. They target a specific area. I did this in one area where it was a major battle. It did not go very well because they target one specific area and they don't span out. They don't go towards targeted enemies. They just are in a fixed location, and then that's where they attack. So just be aware. The wolves I have not used just yet. This is basically, I only have level 1 because of a special armor that I have. That's one good thing, is that some of these armors will provide you with a level to really give you just an advantage. So if you find out that some of your things aren't working well, you can replace them later on. Right now I have like a lightning storm. It's a level 2. It's not working very well for me in my gameplay, but if it's something that you're into with elementals, definitely choose those elementals and use those to your advantage. For me, I'm more of a just run and gun type with some of the attacks that I have, so that's basically what I use. Let me see if there's anything else that I can really talk about as far as the game is concerned. There's really not, as far as any kind of differences. You can add people to your gameplay. One of the big challenges too that I would say, I don't know if they'll have this resolved by the time, is that the game is obviously running on a server. So some of the big challenges for this first push, with the pre-release, is that sometimes those servers will be locked up and you'll be waiting in a queue for a really long time. I know they had that challenge with Diablo 3. They're still looking into trying to resolve that with Diablo 4. So just keep that in mind, that if you're interested in getting this game, there's probably going to be some hiccups, especially whenever this releases completely for, everybody. That's really all I can say for right now. I hope you enjoy what I've provided today. Obviously, with Diablo 4, it's one of the Diablo series is one of the best series that there is out there for me. I started with the first one on dial-up, and I'm still playing to this day. So if you like Diablo, definitely let me know, and hope to see you in the next video.